Today, we're going to take a look at a few nifty and not so nifty parts I carry inside my bag when I go out for a ride. Let's first start off by looking at my bag. This is a Camelbak Mule. As the name implies, this pack is meant to carry a lot of stuff, and it's also a hydration pack meant to carry a lot of water. But with all those pockets and space, it's easy to go overboard and pack too much. But at the same time, you don't want to get caught unprepared. So how much stuff do you really need on a ride? Well, that depends on what kind of ride I'm actually going for. The first product I carry on me is a Quicklink. This Quicklink came from an old chain that I have since replaced. As you can tell, it's very small and takes up virtually no space, and it weighs almost nothing. You can pick up a brand new Quicklink from the store for about $5. To me, this is a no-brainer. Lately, I have even seen a lot of riders taping these to their brake cables in case they're going for a ride without their bag. The next product I carry on me is a tube. Now, I don't need to explain what it's for. I think you can figure that out. I don't always carry a tube on me, since they're pretty bulky and take up a decent amount of space. I carry a tube on me for longer rides when I know I'm going to be far away from the trailhead, and the walk back would really suck. Now, if you're a tubeless rider, you'll find this next product pretty useful. This is the Dynaplug Micro Pro Tire Repair Kit. It's meant to be used in situations where your stand sealant isn't enough to repair the puncture. That black piece is a rubber plug that will help seal your tire, and the silver piece is what helps install it. If you're trying to carry the bare minimum, this is a great little device to have. It's the same diameter as a CO2 cartridge and roughly a third of the length. Speaking of CO2 cartridges, this is a CO2 pump I use, the Ultraflate Plus. Now, if you don't know what a CO2 pump is, it's like a pump, except instead of using manpower to inflate the tire, it uses compressed CO2 cartridges. These cartridges are completely replaceable, but they come in various sizes. The kind you need will depend on the volume of your tire. The main advantage of a CO2 cartridge is that it's compact, but it's also pretty useful if you're in a race and you need to inflate your tire really quickly. With that being said, I often find myself choosing a pump more often than not. It's a little bulky, but it gets the job done and it can be used more than once. Obviously, no pack is complete without a multi-tool. This multi-tool has everything I need, from a chain breaker to Allen keys. It's a little bulky, but that's alright. I can separate it into 3 pieces and take just what I need. Most often, that just means the Allen keys. But if I'm going for a long ride and I don't want to be caught unprepared, I'll bring the whole thing with me. This next tool is not something I carry with me all the time. A friend showed me this and it's pretty nifty. This is what we call a hand chainsaw. It's essentially a chainsaw chain with 2 handles on each side. So at this point you're probably wondering, how well does it work? It works surprisingly well. A tree had recently fallen down on one of my favorite trails. It was pretty far into the woods, so it was kind of a pain in the butt to carry a chainsaw out there to cut it down. But this is small and compact and fits right in my pack. The weight doesn't really make a difference, so riding over to it wasn't a big deal. It only took about 30 minutes to cut the whole tree out of the way. That's not too bad considering hiking out there with a chainsaw would have taken several hours. It was a little tiring and I got a good workout, but it was definitely worth it. Now obviously I don't carry this in my pack all the time, but for fallen trees that are around 6 inches in diameter, this is a perfect tool for the job. Those are some of the things I carry in my pack. Obviously, depending on the situation, I carry a little bit more or a little bit less. And yes, I do bring food and water with me. I'll have a link as to where you can buy all these tools up on my website. As always, my name is Phil Metz. Thanks for playing bikes with me today, and I'll see you next time.